In this House of Logic video, we're going to look at installing Proxmox on Hyper-V on Windows 11. I am connected over to my Windows 11 machine here, and I've already created a Hyper-V VM. So to look at the settings for this, what you want to be doing is you want to be mounting the Proxmox ISO image into your DVD drive. And of course, you're going to want to set the network up to whichever network connection you wish to use. So I'm using a bridge network here, no VLANs on this particular configuration. So once we've got in there, what you will find, first of all, is if you go and try and install it using those settings, that it's not quite going to work as you intend, because it's going to encounter a problem with the virtualization, which we'll just let this go through and should show us in a second. Okay, there we go. So it says no support for hardware accelerated KVM virtualization detected. Now I can hit OK, I could carry on with the installation, it will install, but it's certainly not going to be able to run any guest VMs. So we'll hit OK on that one, and in fact what we'll simply do is turn it off. And with it turned off, we're then going to open up a PowerShell window, and within here we're going to type in a command which will help us to allow the actual virtualization extensions to be exposed to the guest, which allows you to run a VM inside a VM. So let's set that. That's Set-VMProcessor, which hopefully the autocomplete will work on. If I'm lucky, there we go. And then we're going to go VMName, which is Proxmox on Hyper-V. Which, if I can type it, Proxmox on Hyper-V, and we're going to do ExposeVirtualizationExtensions, which will work better if I format the text correctly. And we're going to set that to true. So there's no error message displayed, which means it's worked. Now that means when we go and turn that back on, then that should allow us to continue with the installation, or rather restart the installation. So we'll go with the graphical installation again, and we'll let that go through and check that it goes past the warning stage about the virtualization exposure. Okay, it's gone straight past there and straight to the end user license agreement, so we can click agree, and then we can choose where we want it. So we'll go with the disk as it is, normal selection there of keyboards, etc., and time zones, and we'll go with the password. And what we will then do is pop in a real email address, and then we can basically click next through the rest of the installation. We're going to use the network defaults here just for speed, but you would want to put these in correctly, depending on how you want it configured. And so it does not look like a fully qualified domain name. We will go with PVE test. .lan. There we go. It will take that one, and then we're able to install. Now, I've got a full video for a full installation as part of somewhere else on the channel, which I'll link to. Excuse me, within the description of this, but that about wraps it up for how to get started on a Proxmox on Hyper-V installation. I hope you found this helpful. Please like and subscribe if that's your kind of thing. Otherwise, we'll catch you next time. Thanks very much. Bye now.